Hi everyone, welcome to your first week of lessons for HBS. Today I'm going to be talking about what 5th and 7th period are going to be doing at home on Monday and what 4th period is going to be doing at home on Tuesday. So the first thing I wanted to show you was our distance learning plan for the week. It should have been emailed to you as well as put onto Canvas announcements. And so I just wanted to show you that this is 4th period only in this first table because they're on kind of a different time schedule than the other two periods. So what I'm again talking about today is Tuesday's homework for 4th period, and then I'm going to be talking about the assignments for Monday's assignments for 5th period and 7th period. So the first thing I wanted to mention to you was a link that I have in, let's see, where is it? Here it is. A link that I have in Canvas for you for Evernote. Now I told you that you could either have a paper notebook in which you can copy down notes that I'm going to show you in a second into your notebook, or you can print them off and fill them out and then stick them in your notebook, or you can use this particular style of notebook, which is what we refer to as a digital notebook. So if you look here, I have just a notebook, and I'm going to use a different notebook for each unit that we're doing. It's just going to keep things a little bit simpler. So I titled this notebook HBS Unit 1 Identity. And if I click on this, I have one for each, a little different sheet for each lesson. And so the one that we're going to be talking about today is lesson 1.1.2 on anatomical terms. And so what I did was I took the information that was on the PLTW website and I kind of just added that onto this page. And you can use this page kind of as a template to see what kind of things I would expect in your notebook. Again, you're not required to do this. This is just if you'd like to stay a little bit more organized. So what I did was I put my own PowerPoint right here, so I have access to it for this unit. I have all the directional terms that we're going to talk about today. I've got journaling questions that I want you guys to do and answer, because you never know when journal questions or conclusion questions might show up on your tests. And then I talked about the regional terms, and I might add, if I were you, add some definitions and pictures here for each of these terms. And then here are those conclusion questions that I mentioned. And sometimes these conclusion questions do pop up on your test, so it's really important that you complete those, as well as the journal questions. So again, this is just one of your options. Let me show you the pages that I have available to you. So this is one of the sets of notes that I have available to you in Canvas. This is for 1.1.2 anatomical terms, and here is a list of the regional terms that you're expected to know, and it has you asks you to label each of these pictures with these correct terms. Now, one thing you could do is you could cut out all of these pictures and paste them in your notebook if you'd like and label them that way. You can print this out and fill it out yourself and then paste it in your notebook. Or what you can do is you can do something similar to this, or you can even actually copy these pages and put them in your digital notebook. It allows you to add files right to those pages. And then you can fill them out however you like, so that way they're right in the correct part of your digital notebook if you choose to do so. And so those are basically your three options for taking notes. It's completely up to you how you want to do it. Just keep in mind that I could ask you at any time to show me a page of your notebook and give you points towards your MAP score for that. Okay? So now what I would like to do is I would like to talk to you about anatomical terms. So I'm going to do this little presentation for you. So today we're going to be talking about anatomical and directional terms and regions. All right. So directional terms. Here are some of the directional terms that you will be required to know and memorize. The differences between superior and inferior means toward and away from the head, respectively. Anterior and posterior, toward the front and back of the body. Then we have medial, lateral, and intermediate. We have toward the midline, away from the midline, and between a more medial and lateral structure. And then we have some directional terms continued. We have proximal and distal, which is closer to and farther from the origin of the body. Superficial and deep, toward and away from the body surface. So it's really important that you know what each of these words mean, because you're going to need to know them for your assignment today. Again, here are some more directional terms for you. It has some great pictures that kind of show you the directions. Again, feel free to find these pictures or copy these pictures into your notebook, as well as definitions and examples as well. There is a little bit of an assignment for you to do in terms of making sentences for each of these, showing that you know what each of them mean. Again, here's some more directional terms, and then we have some regional terms. Let me see if I can make this a little clearer for you. There we go. And so there are about 30 regional terms that you need to know. There is a list of them in the PLTW website. And you also need to know what axial and appendicular skeletons are, and also all of these specific regional terminologies. So you must know what all of these terms mean. And what you're going to be doing is you're going to be making a video on Flipgrid and posting them to Flipgrid, showing that you understand what all of these terms are and where they all are. And so let me get to that assignment real quick and show you what that is going to look like. It looks like I forgot to pull it up, so let me do it right now. So what you guys are going to be doing is you're going to be making a short video, and you are going to be posting it on Flipgrid. Now what you are going to be able to do is you are going to either use yourself or someone at home to label the parts of the body that you have learned about today, the regional and directional terms. There is a portion of a sample video in Canvas for you to look at to kind of see what I was advising you to do. And then you guys are going to look at the anatomical terms video here, and this is where you're going to put your assignment, okay? So let me show you the Canvas page that has this information on it. So here's all the instructions for your assignment. So in your notebook or either Evernote or on paper, you are going to be defining all of these terms. Your homework is to write a sentence for each term that clearly shows its meaning, and here is an example of that. And here again are some more terms that you need to know as well. And so here's your homework that will be due for, let's see, 4th period. It will be due on Sunday the 23rd, because you guys aren't going to start this until later on in the week. And 5th and 7th period, this is due on Thursday for you into Flipgrid. So you're going to create a video showing that you know the anatomical, directional, and regional terms. You may use masking tape, Post-its, or paper, however you'd like. Masking tape might be the easiest. That way you can write labels just right on the tape. And what you're going to do is you're either going to place labels on yourself, a sibling, a parent, or some family member at home to demonstrate that you know the directional and regional terms. And be sure to speak and say the word correctly. I am looking for correct pronunciation. If you're not sure how to do that, please use the internet to figure out how to pronounce these words correctly, and also point to where that part is on the body, okay? And again, you're going to be uploading your video to Flipgrid, and here is a video through Edpuzzle. It's just a snippet of an HBS teacher that I have worked with, that she kind of did a little demo on how she did this with her children. And so you guys can totally be creative. If you can think of a better way to do this and show me that you know your terms, then that would be great. This is going to be a mastery assessment, so you guys are going to show me that you know what these terms mean. And then what you're going to do is you can click on each of these links here to submit your particular videos. Again, the due dates are a little different for everyone. Fifth and seventh period, yours is due on the 20th, and period 4, yours is due on the 23rd. Okay? And I just wanted to mention that the code word for today's video is the word thunder, because we had a lot of thunder this morning. And so I thought I'd make that our code word for today. So we have our PowerPoint that I've already gone over with you. And then the final thing I wanted to make sure to mention is that we are required to keep track of who is participating and who is not in our classes every day. And so every day, whether you have class or in class with me, or whether you're working at home, you're going to have an exit ticket to do. And your exit ticket is based on what period you're in. So if we go back to the modules in Canvas, you'll see, and they're not posted yet for you, you'll see that there's a exit ticket daily attendance student engagement module. And each period, so fourth period, here are your links for this week, and fifth and seventh period, here are your exit tickets for this week. Please make sure that you fill out the correct one for your period and the correct day. I have the dates written down here, so please make sure that you follow those along, and make sure that you fill those out every day by 3:45. That is going to how I determine whether or not you participated in class that day. Okay? I think that is about it. If you have any questions, please visit me during office hours in the morning or during Success at any time. I put all of the links in your distance learning plan. All of the links are right down here at the bottom. There's a separate link for coming to class and a separate link for office hours and Success. So again, please make sure that you're following the correct plan. This first table again is for fourth period only, and this second table is for fifth and seventh period only, because you guys are on a different kind of little schedule there. Okay, so please make sure you pay attention to this every day and check your email often, as well as make sure you enable your announcements on Canvas. All right, so I hope that all of you have a great day, and you all take care, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Bye-bye.